Welcome, Pisces. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm going to do just a reading for the holiday season. So this will be the rest of December, the beginning of January, okay? And this is a general reading, so please only take the parts that resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, that just means this isn't your reading. But you can go to my channel and check out the other dated and timeless readings for your side. You can check out your sun, moon, rising, and you can check out the subscriber and collective videos, okay? And I'm sure there's a message for you in there somewhere. If this message does resonate with you, please hit that like button. It is the only way that I have to know that the messages are resonating with people and being received well. Or leave me a comment down below. Everybody has been so amazing with their comments. I've felt very welcomed here. I'm still really pretty new on YouTube, but it's been a very welcoming experience, and I thank you guys so much for that. If you're not subscribed, I hope you will consider subscribing. I do put out a subscriber video usually on Sundays, at least one video, and I can do that a little bit differently. It allows me to give a reading for whoever needs it the most out of the subscribers, and I can set the intention for that, where with the signs I set the intention for the biggest energies, okay? All right, let's get you started. Excuse me, my allergies have been terrible. We have a big storm here, so if you hear a lot of noise, the wind is blowing down garbage cans, the dogs in the town are barking, my dogs, everybody's dogs, because the wind is so bad, and we already have ice. I live near Buffalo, New York, so I'm curious to see how bad this storm is actually going to get. If it gets real bad, maybe I'll go out and put a video up for you guys, for those of you who don't live in the area so you can see it. Okay, so we do come in here with the Rebirth card and the Underworld card. Okay, and the Rebirth card is the Death card. This deck's a little bit different, and the Underworld is the Devil card. So there's two major arcanas that tell me that there's a lot going on for you right now, and I do feel like you guys are probably putting an end to toxic type things in your lives currently. You may be even going into the new year with decisions to really change your lives. Like I get a strong sense of change already. Like I know the Devil card's coming in, but I feel like it's what you're overcoming, what you're going to end up rebirthing out of, okay? What will be coming to an end here. But we'll keep looking here. You do have the Two of Discs and the Three of Wands, which that's good. The Two of Discs talks all about fluctuation, trying to balance something out or make a decision between two things. And the Three of Wands talks about expansion, okay? Or that's the word I use most to describe the Three of Wands. It's like you're expanding yourself, expanding your foundation, expanding where you want to be in life, and trying to head to that Four of Wands, which is a time of celebration, okay? And after I lay down the first set of cards, things will get more detailed as I start to clarify. Then we will do the actions you should be taking during this time. Then we will do pull a card for Sun, Moon, Rising actions that they should be taking at this time, in case people are cross-watching. And then we will do an animal advice. Then at the end we will do a pick a card for those of you who do stick around, okay? So let's see, what led Pisces to this point? Please show me how Pisces got here. We do have the Queen of Swords. Excuse me. And I can't tell yet if that's your energy or somebody else's, so just wait till we clarify. Oh, the Death card. That's right. This is actually not the Death card. The Rebirth card in this deck is, let me think, 20. Judgment. I'm sorry. That's a different deck where it's called the Rebirth card. The Death card and the Rebirth card and the Devil card. Okay, you guys have a lot going on right now. So something in the past came to an end and you're currently rebirthing. The Judgment card also talks about rebirth. They both do. The Death card and the Judgment card both talk about rebirthing. Okay, well, the Judgment card is talking about leaving the past behind and, coming out new, reaching your life's purpose, okay? And using good judgment to get there. With the Death card, it means something come to end, and so something new can begin. You do have the Five of Wands, which tells me that there's been some obstacles and challenges to this for you. And we do have the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Discs, which is wonderful. The Ten of Discs talks about building the life that you want, the life that you can be proud of, building the traditions And the Knight of Discs takes very sure movement towards what will bring him the most gain. And then you do have the Three of Cups here, which usually to me talks about your circle of trust, the people closest to you in your life. So they come into play in this. And you do have the Five of Discs, which talks about, it can talk about financial restriction and poverty, okay? So it can talk about having trouble with money and restriction in money. It can also talk about having a lack of something stable, okay, in your life, in a relationship. It can also talk about having a lack of mentality, like always feeling like you're lacking even if you're not, okay? So let's get some clarification for you guys here. And I will be starting into the January reads next, for those of you who are interested. Queen of Swords, please. Queen of Swords, Pisces. Okay, so it looks like you've been coming at things from a Queen of Swords energy here in the past, which isn't necessarily your energy, but it's an energy that, you know, we can all pull out any of the energies. We can all use all of these things in the tarot. So it looks like you were in a Queen of Swords type energy where you're being very honest. She lives her truth. She speaks her truth. You know, she's honest with herself. She's honest with others. She's very intellectual and very imaginative. And then you were starting to feel a lot of stress and burden here with this Ten of Wands, because you're trying to get to that Four of Wands, which I can see again here with this Three of Wands, that you're trying very hard to get to a place in life where you can feel happy and just celebrate. It's like, I get the sense like you're sick of not having that. You're sick of always being stuck in this next thing that happens, instead of being able to really celebrate and be happy in life. Just be content and live and feel joy. And I feel like that's what you're heading towards in this. I mean, we'll clarify to make sure I'm right in that, but that's kind of the feelings I'm getting off of this for you guys. And you do have the High Priest. So yeah, again, the High Priest tells me you're trying to ascend to higher levels, whether that's through education, whether that's through a marriage, whether that's through, you know, community programs or churches, or just within yourself and between you and spirit, or you and God, universe, you know, trying to ascend to a higher level. So something's being put to the end so you can do that. So I feel like this is a lot about your spiritual journey here right now. The Five of Wands, please. I don't feel like this is necessarily about career or love. I feel like this is about you, from the feelings I'm getting off of it. Five of Wands. Yeah, the High Priestess. So it looks like you're having some obstacles, challenges here in the recent past about learning to trust yourself, learning to trust your intuition, you know, feeling like you're enough. The High Priestess, she knows she's good enough. She trusts her intuition. She trusts in herself. So it looks like your obstacles are coming in due to those things. And I do feel like some of you maybe even feel like, and I hate to say this, but feel like you're not worth that, or you might not do a good enough job, something like that. But this is saying, yes, you know, you're growing right now. You're ascending. Definitely trust yourself. Know that who you are is a beautiful, wonderful person, okay? And, you know, with the Five of Wands, it asks us to stay grounded when we reach those obstacles and challenges, because it'll help us get through them a lot quicker, okay? On this Rebirth card, you do have the Eight of Swords. And I think this takes us right back to this recent past here. The Eight of Swords talks about self-imposed imprisonments in our own mind, okay? And it's when the thoughts, we start really thinking things, and they're not necessarily true, but we feel like they are, okay? And it kind of imprisons us in that. But during this rebirth, I do feel like these are the things that you're going to let go of in that judgment, okay? Now that I got the card right, so sorry about that. The judgment process is about leaving that past behind, those past beliefs, those past things that held you down, you know. It's about letting those go. So this rebirth process, I believe I am right, is about yourself here, okay? And letting that all go, and know that you're a beautiful, wonderful person, completely capable of ascending to any of the highest levels you would like to. Devil card, Underworld, please, for Pisces. Undercard, World for Pisces. The Three of Swords. somebody broke your heart, you feel very heartbroken, or this might not even be somebody in this reading, okay? But usually it does come out as you ended up with a broken heart. I mean, really, that's what it means. But it seems like this was a toxic situation in your life, and that may have started all this, and that might be why you don't feel like you're worth it or good enough, okay? That might be why you're struggling with those types of feelings, is because of that toxic relationship that has broken your heart here. 2 of discs, please. Oh, you guys are going to make me cry. You do have the Ace of Wands clarifying this 2 of discs, which tells me there's a new opportunity coming in for you in either the creative or passionate front. And it's going to require you to make a decision or balance this out in your life. So when this new opportunity shows up, which it should be currently, you know, time's a little fluid, so it might be a little different for each of you. But here in the recent past, now, or in the recent future coming, there's going to be a new opportunity that comes up for you. Okay, and you're going to have to figure out a way to balance that out or choose that. I feel like you're supposed to choose that new thing, okay? And I feel like that's going to lead you to that 3 and 4 wands that you want. And you know, the 3 wands I actually really like, because it's all about expanding ourselves, heading out in new directions, really, you know, figuring out what we want in our lives and exploring. Yes, and we got the 2 of wands on that, which again is telling me it's a path that you're going to have to choose, a new path coming up. So with this 2 of discs and 2 of wands and that Ace of Wands and 3 of wands, this is telling me this is a very strong new path for you. So the 2 of wands talks about 2 paths coming up. One is usually a path you've already been on, and then something new appears and you get this whole new path, and you're at this Y in the road and you're deciding, do I want to go this way or do I want to go this way? And why it takes a lot of courage with the two of wands is once you pick the path, you don't get to have the other path back. This is a life path situation, okay? So, and this is something new coming in, and I can see the growth. I'm so sorry. And rebirth in this for you guys. And, you know, I really would like to encourage you here in this situation that if you are one of the people who is struggling very hard with belief in yourself, to take this new path, okay? Usually I don't give suggestions like that because our choices are always our own. Our lives are a series of choices and we grow from the choices we make. But it feels like you guys are already in a growth process, and because of all of this growth and rebirth and you working so hard, this new opportunity is coming in for you for a better path, okay? 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups, you have the Star card. So it does look like there is either going to be a renewal of hope or healing within your social circle, okay, the people that you care about the most, the people closest to you. Or there's going to be new opportunities in there somewhere with wishes coming true, or you're going to get the recognition you deserve for the things that you're good at, okay? And on this 10 of discs, which talks about tradition, this can talk about your family growing up. It can also talk about the life you're trying to build, okay? I see you're trying to get to that 4 of wands. With this 10 of wands, that goes beautifully with that 4 of wands as of a place to try to achieve goals, to try to hit. And that 10 of discs always talks about, you know, building that life that you can be proud of, leaving that legacy behind for your family, for the next generation, where they can say, oh yeah, you know, my mom or my grandma or my dad did all this. This is why I have this life, okay? And it's building that. And you have that being clarified here by that Queen of Wands, which is what I feel like Spirit's trying to tell you right now is go about this confidently, okay? Find your confidence, find that ability to be self-assured, okay? Because you deserve these things right now, all right? You like, this is for you. You just have to believe that it is. The Knight of Discs, please. And you do have the Lover's card on the Knight of Discs here, which tells me that in the future, there may be movement towards a love relationship, okay? Because in this deck specifically, I told you the dogs were going to go off. In this deck specifically, on the top of the Knight of Discs, it does say husbandry, okay? And he takes, it's somebody who, when someone, or you may be taking that movement as well. I can't tell if this is you or someone else taking that movement. I'll be honest, I'm not sure. But the person who takes that movement is someone who has a strong loyalty and commitment for long-term relationships. When that Knight of Discs comes out, he's actually my favorite of the discs for romance, okay? Along with the Knight of Cups is also very good. But the Knight of Discs is something long-term, stable, something you can count on. But I want one more card on this just to make sure this isn't what broke your heart, okay? The Five of Cups, which talks about, okay, so that talks about grief, loss, heartbreak, okay? It talks about looking at the 2 cups that are spilled over and feeling so much loss that you don't realize that there's still 3 cups standing for you, full, waiting for you to grab them, you know, because that's still there for you. I want one more card on this, please. This may have something to do with a relationship, and with that on there in the near future, you may try to reconcile. You may choose to walk away in a stable way as well. Yeah, and the Tower. Okay. So this person, you know, this might be a relationship that's ending for you guys. I'm not sure why it's being, why the Knight of Discs is here, other than this may have been a long-term relationship for some of you, okay? But this relationship, there is a Tower moment. There's going to be a change to the foundation of this, but as you see, you are evolving here, okay? You are making some major, you're hitting some major ascension points for yourself on your spiritual growth path. So going through this heartache at the same time is difficult, but it also is helping you to grow in so many beautiful ways. And I do feel your loss, your hurt, not just on this relationship, but more on the feelings you have inside for yourself. And I do hope you will claim this High Priestess mode here and truly trust and believe in yourself, okay? And on the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is the Magician. And the Magician talks all about being able to manifest whatever you want into reality, okay? That is what's coming for you that you don't see. You are going to create a brand new life here. All right, so let's see what we have for actions you should be taking right now. I don't have enough on the relationship. This reading was more about you, okay? They gave me very little about the relationship going on, but it doesn't look good, okay? And it is being clarified by the Devil card, and the Tower, and the Five of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Like, that's not healthy, okay? Actions for Pisces, please. The King of Cups, the King of Swords. And I feel like what it's asking you to do right now is move away from that King of Cups energy that you guys have. So it's just who you are, okay? You're kind, you're compassionate, you're caring, you're empathetic, you are a water sign. You understand emotion very, very well, okay? And you're coming from this, and what it's asking you to do right now is come from that King of Swords type energy. And it looks like you kind of switched into that over here in the past with that Queen of Swords, okay? The King of Swords, the King of Cups is beautiful, but in a difficult situation, it can lead to a lot of hurt and pain. And you should always come back into yourself. But right now, you may need to be a little bit more strategic. You maybe need to make intentional decisions on what is best for your life, okay? And use this King of Swords type energy state in your mind. Don't let your emotions lead you in this one. Be strong in your mind. Be strong in knowing the truth, okay, of the situation. And on the bottom of this deck, what you don't see coming is the Three of Pentacles, okay, which can talk a lot about being dedicated to a team and mastering your skills. And I feel in this situation, it's talking about mastering your skills. Oh, and you do have, oh, some cards fell out. Let's see what did fall out here. We have the Ace of Cups and the Six of Wands. And what I feel like it's saying is your cup needs to be refilled first. Your cup, okay? And that will transition you into success here. Have dedication to yourself and to your team of people probably in your social circle here who will help you to heal. All right. All right, sun, moon, rising. Sun, please. The Chariot. Take movement towards victory is what it wants you to know, that it wants you to move. They want you to move towards victory. Moon is the Six of Cups, which talking about giving and receiving help. It can talk about nostalgic value to something. So maybe go to the people, let me get one more on that. Ace of Wands. Make that decision. This might have something to do with somebody who has a lot of nostalgic value to you, okay? Someone that's been in your life for a long time. But it wants you to make this decision on this new path. It's saying take that new path. Rising, please. Rising. Thank you. The Six of Swords. This is a necessary transition. So what it's saying is allow this transition to happen. All right. And on the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming for you guys is the Three of Pentacles. Again, with that came in here for you guys somewhere. Where did that come in? Oh, right here on the bottom of this deck too. Yeah. Again, with that dedication to your own mastery of your own skills and your own path, okay? I really feel like that. It's not necessarily what that card means, but that's what I'm getting. I do read intuitively as well, right? Okay, so in your animal advice here is Penguin, authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. And I think this is beautiful advice. Again, with that, you know, that social circle going to bring you healing. And it is saying reach out to your tribe when you need help and break free from other people's expectations. Okay, guys? All right, we are going to do a pick a card. This was a pretty deep reading for you guys. Pretty specific, okay? For a general reading. All right, we're going to do, while I lay the cards down, you think of a question. If it has something to do with this reading, you will have better results. But you can ask any question you want. It's just the energy here is already aligned to the things going on that the reading, you know, that's been picked up by the reading, okay? But you can ask any question. Card 1. Card 2. Card 3. Card 4. Okay, so take a deep breath in and exhale. Pick the card that feels right to you. Okay, card 1. The Nine of Discs. Yes, absolutely. The Nine of Discs talks about independence. It talks about feeling confident, okay? It talks about having enough. It talks about gain, luxury, good things, okay? The Knight of Wands, yes. Saying take bold, passionate, courageous movement towards what you want, okay? The Five of Swords, no. This talks about conflict. It can talk about abusive relationships, okay? Definitely no. I think this is the Emperor, but I gotta check. Yeah, the Emperor. Yes. Take control of your life. It's good for business. If this happens to be a business question, this is a great one. It talks about fathers and father figures, father energy, masculine energy, okay? Pisces, kind of you guys almost made me cry, difficult reading, but I do hope you find that belief and trust in yourselves, okay? Happy holidays, and until we meet again.